Every day the woman would secretly visit the monster in the pond, bringing eggs as a gift. She had been mute since birth, and he was seen as a hideous freak. Two lonely souls, in their silent companionship, became each other's only friend. But to the research facility's director, the aquatic being was nothing more than a valuable specimen with remarkable regenerative abilities. Determined to unlock his genetic secrets, they scheduled a live dissection. When Ellie learned of the plan, she knew she had to save her friend. Using her access as a cleaning worker, she quietly adjusted the security camera angles and enlisted the help of a kind-hearted painter who lived nearby. The painter disguised himself as a sanitation worker and waited by the back entrance. Ellie slipped into the lab, only to find herself stumped by the heavy chains binding the creature. Just when things seemed hopeless, the scientist who had been silently observing everything stepped forward. He couldn't stand by and watch the creature be killed either. He handed over the keys and quickly briefed her on essential details, including the creature's need for salt water. Ellie ran into a colleague doing night rounds at the door, and the painter's forged ID was spotted by the guard. Fortunately, the scientist came through again, cutting the power and sedating the guard. In the end, her colleague was moved by Ellie's determination and helped them carry the creature to the van. Once home, Ellie placed him in the bathtub, but he began thrashing in agony. Suddenly remembering the scientist's warning, she rushed to add sea salt. As the water turned saline, the creature gradually calmed, and Ellie finally let out a breath of relief. She circled a date on the calendar, the day the canal gates would open to the sea. That was when she had promised to take him home. The next day, her colleague covered for her by punching her time card, helping her dodge the investigation. During the day, the painter watched over the creature at Ellie's place. That afternoon, he dozed off and woke to find the creature gnawing on his beloved cat. Furious and horrified, he shouted at the creature, who panicked and accidentally scratched his arm while fleeing. When Ellie got home, she found the painter slumped on the floor, blood seeping from his arm. He frantically gestured for her to go find the creature. Following the trail of water and handprints, Ellie tracked him down to an abandoned movie theater in the basement of their building. When the creature returned home, he seemed to understand what he had done wrong. He gently placed his faintly glowing palm on top of the painter's head, and a soft blue light began to flow. The painter didn't think much of it at the time, but the next morning, he was stunned to discover new hair growing on his head. When he unwrapped the bandage on his arm, the wound from the night before had completely healed. Just then, water started seeping out from under Ellie's door. Puzzled, the painter pushed it open to find the living room covered in a thin layer of water. Assuming the creature had caused more trouble, he rushed toward the bathroom and froze the moment he opened the door.